What's up, guys and gals? Welcome back to the Nerdcastle for the next episode of The Long Dark, where I am Splattercat, and we are making a run at going and getting an old man a whole bunch of his random antibiotics. We gotta go do that. We don't have a choice. We gotta take care of that business right now. And until we do, I think he's probably going to die horribly. So let's get on our way. I know exactly where we're supposed to be going. He told us to go to the hydroelectric dam. I'm gonna try not to get super distracted by stuff like the Ranger's Tower up there. I kinda do want to go. I know what's gonna happen. Like, I know exactly what's gonna... God, there's so many wolves down there. Good lord. There's like 100 of them, and they really aren't moving. What's going on out here? Like, we can cut that way. If we cut that way, it'll take us out to a wood camp. The wood camp will be at the base of that hunter's lodge right there, and you can work your way all the way up to the top. And then if you go a little bit further, there'll be some portables. But since we're already, like, on a quest, I'm thinking maybe we should probably go get this guy his drugs and just kind of avoid getting sidetracked. Like, I already know everything that's in this zone anyways. The only reason I was so stoked about the last episode is because it was a brand new zone, and I hadn't seen any of the cool stuff that was available for you to check out. Like, I didn't have that available there. So anyways, let's go ahead and we will check it on out. Let's see if we can go and maybe find anything over by these rail cars. This tends to be an area that's a little bit impacted with wolves, random furry lupine animals that really want to take a bite out of us. And I like my thighs and my butt cheeks the way that they are. And that's being positive. They might bite things that are not. I mean, you definitely don't want to get bit in the huevos, bro. That's not something that... It's not something that you're going to find enjoyable. So I tend to, like, I see a wolf and I'm like, stick your butt out, you know, so that at least if they're going to bite something, they bite something that's, like, not super vital to your life. Like, you don't need, like, a butt cheek in order to live, you know. Like, you can get both butt cheeks shot off in the war and you'll probably be okay. Oh, there's no dead guy in here. There's always a dead guy in here. How come there's not a dead guy in there? They removed my dead guy. They took away my dead guy. And to think I woke up today saying to myself, you know what I want to do today? I want to visit my familiar dead guy inside the train car. That's what... Oh, they left this stuff over here, though. We got flares. Okay, we got a plastic container. Maybe it'll have something useful. Sewing kit, some cloth, and some fleecy mitts. Okay. I mean, definitely not the plethora of items that typically are over here. This is actually one of the prime rifle finding locations when you're playing in survival mode, is right there on the ground next to that plastic container. In addition, if you don't find it there, there is pretty frequently a rifle inside of the train car itself. So keep that in mind if you're using this series to develop some tips for how to play the game. Oh, of course the wind's going to blow in the direction. I click my teeth at you. I click my teeth at you, game. Of course the wind's going to blow in the direction I'm trying to travel in right now. It's just my luck. That's the way this always seems to go. Oh, they changed up the map a little bit, though. There's a train car up here in the middle. Normally with these logs, at least in the older versions that I played, there's just a bunch of logs by the road. There's not a train car in the center of them. So, I'm thinking this might work out pretty well. Maybe we can get inside of there. Is that a bus, or what is that? Well, it's definitely on the train tracks. It looks like a piece of the locomotive that's maybe snapped off. I don't know if that's the caboose car or what this is, but let's go check it out. It's playing music, so I'm assuming something's going to happen in here. The game does not normally play music, so this is a little bit outside the ordinary. My guess is we're going to go inside and find a wolf. Okay. Let's go ahead and get ourselves a flare then. I'm going to see if I can run this dude off. Better get up out of here, man. Oh, flares don't scare him no more. Good lord. So do they basically take away all of your wolf defense in story mode? Because, like, in survival mode, flares scare them off. In survival mode, torches scare them off. Like, rocks scare them off in survival mode. So I'm a little bit confused right now as to how do I get in there? Like, maybe it looks like there's some kind of platform missing or something. Is there another way in? Let me go look real fast. See if there's anything I can do with this. Oh, there we go. There's a door right here. I didn't have to go that way. Walked right past it. We're going to take a second here. We've got a sprained wrist. We don't have any painkillers, and we don't have any real stuff with us. I mean, we took care of that wolf pretty quickly, so I'm not going to worry about it. We got a dead guy over here with a ragged ski jacket. Absolutely, it could end up being useful. That is new work pants, too. Okay, a heavy-duty jeans. Okay. I've never heard of heavy-duty jeans before. That's probably super uncomfortable would be my guess. It's not something that I personally would wear because I value comfort. I rarely change out of sweatpants because why bother? It ain't like I'm trying to impress anybody out here where I live. I'll walk around in a sweatshirt and I'll walk around in like a wife beater and sweatpants all day, every day. I don't give a damn because that's how I do. We'll be out there, hat cocked slightly to the side. Put your shit on ace deuce, you know what I mean? Ace deuce for the, well, ace deuce for the people in my audience here whose edges are quite perpendicular. Ace deuce means you got your hat on cocked kind of sideways, you know what I mean? Like, you know, when you walk up in the club, got your hat on all smooth, give it a little ace deuce, get it off to the side right there. That's what ace deuce means. I don't know if that's like common knowledge. I'm not really sure. Could be common knowledge, might not be common knowledge. That's what we call it. Got that shit on ace deuce, son. That's how we do. And then afterwards, you go to Popeyes and you get some po' boys, because po' boys are what is up. If you never have a Popeyes po' boy before, you should probably get on that, man. Like, you could get hit by a bus tomorrow, and you will have never known the subtle undertones and delicious texture of a Popeyes po' boy. Like, you should go and enjoy that right now. Like, go get one. Leave this video. Click away. I encourage you. This is very rare. I don't normally do this in the middle of a video, but I'm telling you, click away and go get a po' boy. Carter Hydro Energy. I didn't see anything down in the valley that convinced me that they've moved anything around. So I don't think there's going to be anything down there that we want to look for. Dude, my stomach is being so noisy right now. I just ate a bunch of grapes, and for whatever reason, my stomach is just like, grapes? We are hungry for steak, sir. Why have you given us grapes? Can I hit a rabbit with a flare? Dude, if I pulled that off and it like lit the bunny on fire and he was like, whee! And like ran off into the bushes, I would feel terrible about it, but it would also be, it would make for an epic video. I think we can all agree that lighting a rabbit on fire with a flare in a video game, wouldn't do it in real life, that's all I'm saying, but definitely in a video game if I could make it happen. I mean, you might as well catch that on camera. I mean, that might be like a 1 in a million thing. Maybe I find an Easter egg when I set the bunny on fire. He's like, why have you disturbed me? And he converts into like an evil genie, but through like discourse and the exchange of our ideas, he comes to respect me. Not like really, really, really respect me. Like, we don't agree, you know what I mean? Like, we don't agree on stuff. Me and the genie are opposed in our views. Like, you know, we have different solutions for like Israel and Palestine, for example. We have different solutions on that front. That's the level of our divide right there. But over time, I think through vigorous debate and like lively speech, I think we finally come together, and he gets like a passing respect for me, even though he doesn't agree. And then from there, I spend the next couple months maybe like, you know, sliding candy bars to him and, you know, just being like, you know, I don't like your opinions, but you're all right, Genie. You're all right. You're cool. And then maybe at some point he gives me a wish. You know, it sounds like I have an ulterior motive. It's because I do. I want the wish. And then once I get the wish, I'll just be like, well, you know, I don't need the genie anymore. Goodbye, Genie. Back to your bottle. Aladdin would have been a very different movie if I had been in. I'd been like, Genie, you got yourself a problem. Carter Hydro's staging area gate key. Okay, I think I'm probably going to need that. I'd be like, Genie, you've got yourself an issue. Like, I'm a nice guy and everything, but that third wish is looking kind of tempting. Like, we're going to have to come to some kind of arrangement here. Like, I got the 2 wishes in, but technically I was promised 3. Like, I want to wish for your freedom. Like, I really, really sincerely do, as a good and ethical, moral person. But is there a way we can, like, cheat the rules somehow so that I still get a 3rd wish, but you still get free? Like, I can be like, I wish for, I don't know. We got to come up with, like, we got to come up with a plot here so that both Genie and I can get, because I was promised 3 wishes. Promises are important, okay? Promises are important. If you're not going to honor your promises, then I don't think you're the kind of person I click my teeth at, because, you know, we've got to honor our promises in life. And a wish is a big promise. That's a really big promise. I don't know, chat. What do you think? Like, you got to help me come up with, like, a way to get around this. Let me know your best ideas down below in chat, where Genie both... Yeah, it's definitely seen better days. This place is... God. This place looks like a junkyard was hit with another junkyard. Like, it seems like the kind of place where angry dogs live, but they're just misunderstood, and you find that out by hitting your, like, baseball into their yard. Like, it just takes a little bit of time, you know what I mean? It just takes some time. Evil puppy, please don't bite my eye. Everything will be just fine. I will feed you lots of cheese and tons of pork rinds, pork rinds. My dog loves pork rinds, by the way. My dog is down with the pork rinds. I had this rule where I was like, I don't give my dog table food anymore, but he just gets so excited by it. Like, and he behaves nowadays. Like, he's got good manners. He doesn't act hella rowdy anymore. He's basically trained. So I'm just like, I'll finish off, like, my burger. And then what I'll do is, like, my wife will take him for a walk, but I'll save, like, a chunk of my burger, and I'll just put it in his bowl. So technically I'm not feeding him from the table, but he gets home, and he's like, oh, my God, there's a burger in here. And you can hear him get all excited in the other room, and he's like... Because he's a bulldog, and they make lots of snorty, gross noises when they eat. Oh, please. The trapper gets sick and dies. What he knows will die with him. I really sincerely hope deeply that Fluffy is not in here. If Fluffy is in here, we have massive issues, because I don't have a weapon, and I'm already wounded. Hopefully we can find a first aid kit in here somewhere and maybe end up with some painkillers to get rid of that wrist pain. We've got a cup of coffee. I have that cup right there. Hinterland sent me that cup. Yep, they sent me that cup. They sent me a care package when the game came out as a thank you for covering their game so much. And it had like, it was actually the most interesting game package I ever got. So normally when developers send you stuff, it's like resin statues of like game characters and, you know, cloth maps and things like they used to put in collector's editions of games, or that they just used to put in games back in the old days. This one was a collection of like random stuff from local businesses around where they live. And so it felt really personal for whatever reason.
What the hell happened here anyway? Control room. That sounds promising. Looks like this thing isn't opening unless I can get the power working again. Maybe the trapper knows more about it. I better find those first aid supplies and get back to him.
It's probably a reasonably decent plan. I really hope it wasn't burning my lantern oil the entire time it was playing that animation. But yeah, it actually felt really personal. At first when I opened it, I was like, oh, that's cool. But then as I thought about it more and more, you know, and kind of perused, they sent over 2 cups. They're the cup models that are in the game that say Hinterland on them. They're 2 little like survival enamel cups. Pretty cool. I like that kind of stuff. I put it with my mess kit. I'm actually going to like use it when I go out in the field because I believe things should be used for their intended use. If you're just going to sit it on a shelf, what's the point? I don't believe in that kind. I'm not the kind of person that takes like figurines and leaves them in the plastic, you know. I just never been that guy. Like collecting stuff is all well and good, but I don't know. There's also something special about creating memories by using an object, even though it might be like a collector's thing. I don't know. And so I put them in my mess kit. And then the other stuff that was in there, there was like local teas from where they live. There was local coffee beans from where they live. There was a whole bunch of random stuff in there that was like really actually personal and nice and kind of made you realize like developers are people who live in a neighborhood and have like restaurants and stuff around where they live. You know, and like obviously I think on a subconscious level we all know that. Like it's not like we don't know that information, but still, I don't know, it humanizes people that otherwise you've only interacted with on a professional basis in like emails and stuff like that. We have the, I'm sure this will come as no surprise to you, but since the seismic activity, it's almost impossible to run the dam profitably. Besides that, the recent eco-activism/terrorism has introduced new risks that have brought the plant and worker safety into question. Therefore, I'm sad to report that after years of trying to modernize the dam, the failed attempts of its original creator, the eponymous Richard Carter, it's finally time for me to also admit defeat, as he did those decades ago. No ambition of mine justifies putting all of your lives in danger. All please keep an eye out for any suspicious activity in or around the dam. The so-called forest talkers are still in the area. Thank you for your dedication to the cause. Yours truly, Robert Clark. Well, I mean, he's a good CEO then. Like, he's not going to let his dreams and his aspirations get in. A lot of people will make that decision willingly, and they won't give a shit. There are a lot of people in this world that are like, oh, I can accomplish my dream, and it's just going to hurt, like, X amount of people. Fine, and they'll just go ahead and do it. Like, they accept that as a cost. I think there's something sick and morally depraved about that shit. Your dream is not worth other people dying or getting hurt. It's just, it's not worth that. It really sincerely isn't. We need a hacksaw to break down that door. There's metal shelving. There's a little bit of accelerant over here. There was another lantern in the front room, but I didn't pick it up because it was heavy and I didn't feel like dealing with it right now. Toolbox, what you got for me? We got cardboard matches, some newsprint. Not going to need much of that stuff. Ah, lantern fuel. That's good. Glad I searched it then because that was one of those things we were missing. Matches are also great too. The more matches I can have, the better. Let's go ahead and we'll get these file cabinets all ripped open. I don't think any of this is the medical supplies, but we'll find medical supplies in due time. Wouldn't worry about it. Wouldn't worry about it too heavily. We'll find. I got some beef jerky and some newsprint. As far as I know, it doesn't look like there's anything on that side, so we'll just ignore that. That's where we came in from right there. They did a good job at actually making this place look completely different in story mode than it does, and it looks like a completely different location in story mode than it does in survival, unless they changed it around in survival too. I haven't played survival since story mode dropped Wintermute, so I guess I'll have to find out later. Maybe I'll stream it at some point. You should check out my stream. I'm going to be streaming a lot more. Twitch TV/SplatterCat Gaming. I will be playing Long Dark Survival Stalker mode and Hardcore mode and stuff like that on there, so in the future. Ooh, an emergency kit. A flare gun. Ooh. Yeah, that'll scare off some wolves. The hell was that? That noise did not sound like a good noise. That sounded like a noise that was directly an issue. Hopefully there's not a bear in here, dude. If there's a bear in here, I'm gonna cry. Got some crackers. That's my response when I see bears. Is, oh, God! I just start weeping. I can get some water out the toilet. Might as well. We'll probably be spending the night here anyways, because by the time we loot through this place, it's going to be dark, and we're not going to have time to get anywhere else. But I did bring my bedroll with me, so I'll probably spend a little bit of time crafting and getting things. Oh, another dead guy. What's up, man? So they were saying eco-terrorism and admin office key. Okay. I'll hold on to that for later. Ooh, there's 2 liters of water in here. Hell yeah. We'll grab that, and I'll be drinking. We are supremely overweight right now. A trash can letter. Hold up. What? Let's examine this thing. I'm so pissed off at you. You told me the Forest Talkers were legit and that we'd be doing good work out here. All I've seen is a ragtag bunch of dummies who are disorganized and have no plan. It's way too cold to be out here this time of year in the wildlife. I mean, you need to tell me there would be actual wolves out here. This is crazy. You can hear them outside at night howling. It's making me crazy. What are we even doing out here? People say Great Bear was hit hard by the quakes, but dude, I had no idea it was so stuck in the Dark Ages. You owe big time for bringing those supplies, and if the weather doesn't warm up soon, I'm out of here. And you will not be seeing me again anytime soon. Okay, so it sounds like there's a little bit of discord in the ranks, too. Little bit of argumentation going on. Let me check this box, because I think I missed it. We got a Band-Aid and some coffee. Okay, I'm not very stoked about the... Oh, we've got a stairwell over here. This didn't used to exist. Huh. Okay, so we've got, like, options right now. Do we have the control room key? No, that was for the administrative office is what we have the key for. So it looks like back this way there's an elevator now. This is absolutely fantastic. I'm so stoked about the fact that the game is different now. I'm sure the elevator doesn't work if the power's out. I don't know why I came back over here to check that. Call me a wishful thinker, I'm the king of wishful thinking. Oh no, that's going to be stuck in my head all day now. I'll get over you. I know I will. God.
Hope nobody needs
I can't stop the ship from sinking. And I tell myself I'm over you. Yep, it's stuck in my head now. Damn it. This is why... God. And see, now my wife is going to have to suffer through this too now. Because every time I get this song stuck in my head, I can't sleep when I get this song stuck in my head. I dread getting this song stuck in my head. I'm not even joking with you right now. Like, I think about it all the time, and I'm like, oh, please don't get stuck in my head. It's going to be stuck in my head. God. It's such a catchy song, man. It's so happy and optimistic. It's like the happiest breakup song ever. Like, there are no happier breakup songs than King of Wishful Thinking. Like, it is the happiest breakup song. It's also the sound of the 90s, according to Family Guy. This is the 90s, huh? Yep, this is basically it. Just the 90s. Let's grab this guy. I think these dudes are all... He's got fishing tackle. You think you're going to fish in a hydroelectric dam, dude? That door don't open either. Didn't really expect it to do so, but I assume at some point I'm going to have to, let's see here, water mains. So I should probably be memorizing some of these locations. So the water main is down here. Our energy levels are still good. Food levels could be a little bit more put together, but we'll have time. We'll take care of it. Down this way, so we've already checked this door. There's a bunch of piping and random bullshit over here. Still no med kits that I've seen so far, which is what we're scouring this place for. I suppose that leaves us with only the option of going down the stairwell that's on this side. So up or down becomes the question. I'm going to go up first. I'm going to take the high road. I'm going to leave the low road for other lesser beings. We'll get up here and see... Oh, wow, this goes up for a bit. This goes up for a minute. Okay. We got some metal shelves, some busted lockers, a trash can. I'm just kind of scanning and looking around for any of the other little things that we could use inside of here. I still don't see... Ah, there's the aid station right there. So that's going to be our guy. And of course it's locked. Of course. You couldn't just let me in, could you? Couldn't just let me into your heart. No, you got to make it complicated. Does this... Oh, okay, so we have the key to that door. Elevator's obviously not working. Are any of these lootable? These little lock boxes? No, they are not. We are a little bit low on lantern fuel, so if we could bang out a little bit more of that. Where does this go? Can't use that. Okay, sounds good to me. I have my concerns, but I think we'll be all right. Obviously, my guess is that we go into the control room over there, and then we come back in here, and we'll be able to get the medical supplies. Wow, let's have a look around. I mean, there's lots more stuff for us to search. The big limiting reagent we're running into is I just can't carry enough stuff. Like, I can't carry things, you know what I mean? And we don't really have, like, a stockpile place either. So I guess we'll just go for the objective for right now. We'll get the objective done, and we'll see. I'm sure the key's going to be in here. It's got to be. Let's check the drawer. We got nuts and stuff inside the drawer. Who keeps their nuts inside of a drawer? That guy. Inside of here, we have nothing in the trash can. The lockers. Let's see if maybe there's a key hanging out in here, and then we'll check all the little fobs on the walls and whatnot. Like all these little things right here. Running shoes. A decent light shell.
I'm not going to be able to carry this load for much longer.
Yeah, I know, man. Just hang in there for a second. We're so close. So close, so close, so far away. Anything in the filing cabinet? No. Papers are the worst. I don't want those. Next thing you know, they'll be making me deliver them. And then they'll be trying to pay me. But like small amounts, like for a child. And I'm like, no. Although paper people get paid a bunch right now. I know somebody that delivers papers every morning. They get paid like a fortune. Like they do actually get paid quite a bit. Dude, this thing has got to be here somewhere. Come on, key. Oh, there's a letter on the table. They're probably like, I stashed the key because the terrorists are coming. Oh, there it is. Got him. All right, so never mind. I thought they were going to be like, I stashed the key under a rug. That's a maintenance note. Elevator's acting up again. Mechanicals are fine. Something's glitchy with electricals. Keep an eye on it. It's the only way into the turbine room. If it gets stuck up it for... All right. I will take that. We have the key, so let's go get the medical supplies. And I swear to God, we're going to finish this objective. I might not even finish looting this place in all fairness because we can't carry it anyways. I guess I could, like, gather it all by the front door and dump the stuff I don't need, but for right now, we got too much. So there's medical supplies, bandages, painkillers, and antibiotics.
That should help. Morphine. Looks expired. You never know.
So like that, I'm going to head back to... Oh, we came this way. I'm going to head back to the old man's house. It'll probably be morning the next time that you see me. But I've got to ditch some weight. That's really my only hope for right now. The flares didn't seem to work anyways, so I'm going to drop out the flares. And I'll see you at the old guy's house. Okay, so I spent all night repairing my gear here in the dam. Just to give you a quick update, we're at 100% on every single item. I put in all the new stuff. Oh shit, it's a little bit rowdy out here. It's a little bit bad, but I think our cold protection is going to do it for us. I'm going to do my best for right now to see if there's the possibility that I can make it all in one go. If I can make it all in one go, well, then that's good for us. But if I can't make it all in one go, then that's going to be trouble. You got to do what you got to do. So I'll see you when we get to the Trapper's Lodge, all right? So the weather did not relent. It was a nasty walk over here, but our gear's so good now that we're not even losing heat in a blizzard. So that's pretty much where you want to be in this game. I've always felt like the big problem that Long Dark runs into is punishing players for stockpiling. Like, especially when you play survival mode, like, it's entirely possible to end up with, like, years worth of food just laying around. Like, it's super possible, and normally I get bored. Like, there needs to be, I don't know. I'd like to see a survival mode where the weather just continually gets worse. Like, you have, like, 10 days to do everything you can do, and then from there, it's basically an endless blizzard mode would be something that I would want to see. But there's the lodge right over there. We're going to try and work our way on in. It's tempting to try and shoot that rabbit with a flare gun, but that is, like, a huge waste of resources, and I'm totally against that. If you're wondering how I navigate so well, it's all about landmarks, man. You should really consider landmarks when you're navigating in real life. If you're in a survival situation, you want to create landmarks. If you've got pen and paper available, you should make step maps. Step maps are the next best thing if you don't have a map of the area you're in. You're trying to familiarize yourself with your food supply, and you can put out snares, figure 4 deadfalls, and stuff like that. In general, what you want to do is you just put your place of operation, like where you have set up your camp, on the piece of the paper as the center. And then from there, if you luckily have a compass, it's okay. If you've got a compass, you're in really good shape, because then you could be like, a step map is basically you say, I went 100 steps, 150 steps north, and there was a fallen tree. And then you mark the fallen tree on the map after making a dotted line with 100 steps next to it. You write 100 steps next to that. And then from the tree, it's so you can navigate. Getting lost is actually the fundamental way that a lot of people get killed, is because they get lost out in the wilderness. And when people get lost, then they panic. And once you panic, I mean, it's game over. Panicking is absolutely the worst thing you can do in any form of situation like this. So let's see what the old man's got to say to us now that we got the medical supplies. Hopefully his ass ain't dead.
Hey. Old guy. Hey. Hey, you still with me? Shit. I'm too late. Hey, you're still alive. What's your name?
Call me Jeremiah.
I went to the dam. Found some supplies that should help.
Thanks. Because my insides hurt like hell. What did you find?
General meds. Painkillers, antibiotics, and what looks to be some old vials of morphine.
Morphine?
Easy. Hopefully your pain won't get that bad. You alone out here?
What's it to you? What the hell are you doing out here anyway?
Hey, don't get excited. I'm just looking for someone.
The only thing you should be looking for is a way to kill that bear.
Bear?
He'll be back soon enough. And when he is, I'll be ready. Shit.
Ready for what? You can barely sit up.
That bear is a man killer. If we don't finish him off, no telling what savage fury he'll unleash.
I'm just on my way through the area. That bear's got nothing to do with me.
Listen, stranger. You aren't going anywhere. Like it or not, you and me have a problem in common. Neither of us is going to survive unless we kill that damn bear.
Okay, well, we've got to kill the bear. Now, I find it hard to...
Those lights in the sky a few nights ago?
Yeah. I saw him. We see the northern lights this far up, but I've never seen anything quite like that.
I'm a bush pilot. Those lights took my plane down. Nearly died in the crash. Now I need to find my... I had a passenger with me.
Dead?
I sure hope not. We were on our way to Perseverance Mills. You know it?
Shit nothing town. A few hours north.
Sounds about right.
Yeah, I know it. You're the first person I've seen in months. I haven't seen your friend.
The phone lines are down. Nothing electrical seems to be working. You think it has something to do with the flash of light?
Could be. Wildlife's been acting weird too. Wolves, mostly. Hanging around more than usual. Like they're waiting.
Waiting? For what?
I don't know. But I have a bad feeling about it. Look. Maybe we can help each other.
I don't know. I need to get out there and look for my friend.
Well, I have an idea that might help you find who you're looking for. But with that bear out there, and me laid up in here, well, you're as good as dead.
Thanks for the vote of confidence. What do you have in mind?
Well, with that bear on the prowl, you'll never survive long enough to find your friend. And I can't do shit from in here. But I can guide you. You do what I say, and I'll keep you alive.
And what's in it for you?
We'll talk about that. But first, you need some protection. Hand me my rifle. Shit. What I was afraid of. That shot you took hurt the rifle more than the bear. My rifle's done.
Shit. Sorry. You have a backup?
No. No backup. But I know where you might be able to fix it.
Great. Where?
Old railway yard. About a day's travel south. Along the tracks. There's a machine shop there. I used to trade for time on the tools to keep my gear in order. Bush pilot like you should be able to handle them.
I'll see what I can do.
Listen. Stay along the tracks. Keep your eyes open for the old bear. If you see him, hide. And pray he doesn't pick up your scent. Don't get cocky, or we'll both end up dead.
Got it.
Good luck, pilot. Maybe we'll make a survivor out of you yet.
Well, there you go. My name is Splattercat. I was about to say, I don't believe that the gun wouldn't be here, but I guess we've got a gun now, so I suppose that's a plus. Is it in our inventory right now, a busted-ass rifle? I don't see it. I don't know, though. In the next episode, we will find the railway maintenance yard and get into the repair shed. I have no idea where that's at, so this should be kind of an interesting adventure. I will see you all next time. Thank you for stopping on in. Bye-bye, everybody.